After passing a resolution on the abrogation of Article 370 on August 6, Home Minister Amit Shah told the Lok Sabha that Jammu and Kashmir included both Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and China-occupied Aksai Chin.
कि जब मैं सदन में जब जम्मू एंड कश्मीर राज्य बोला हूं तब पाक ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर और अक्साई चीन दोनों इसका हिस्सा है ये बात को
While BJP leaders, including several union ministers, stressed the need to reclaim Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, there had hardly been any comment on Aksai Chin. Bringing the issue back to life, Congress leader Manish Tewari has questioned the Prime Minister's office whether the matter would be discussed with Chinese President Xi Jinping during the informal summit at Mahabalipuram. But what is Aksai Chin, and why is this region that has been disputed for over half a century not been in the news as much as Pakistan-occupied Kashmir? Aksai Chin lies on the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir, east of even Ladakh. It does not have many inhabitants due to its high elevation and extreme weather. It has a number of salt lakes. India asserts that it is a part of Ladakh, which was recently declared a union territory. But China claims Aksai Chin a part of its Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. In 1865, the very first demarcation of the Indo-Chinese border in the region was done by a British survey official named William Johnson. Known as Johnson Line, it included Aksai Chin in Kashmir. While India claims that Aksai Chin lies in Jammu and Kashmir based on the conclusion drawn by Johnson, China too accepted it as the boundary until British Consul General George Macartney proposed another line. Along with British envoy to China Claude Maxwell MacDonald, Macartney came up with the new demarcation called the Macartney-MacDonald line. As per the new boundary, China claimed that Aksai Chin became a part of China and parts of Langzi Tang Plains were retained in India. Around 50 years later, China started building a road between Tibet and Xinjiang in 1951. With India not paying much attention to Aksai Chin until then, the road construction became the starting point of a dispute between the two nations. The construction of the road, with 179 kilometers passing through Aksai Chin, was completed in September 1957. By 1959, India had become fully conscious of the issue. After extensive talks and writing of letters between the then Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai, China included Langzi Tang Plains too in its territory and came up with the line of actual control in 1962. This, along with various other factors like Rover, McMahon Line in the northeast of India and Dalai Lama taking refuge in India, triggered war between the two nations in 1962. While China has still not given up its claim over Arunachal Pradesh, calling parts of the state as Southern Tibet, Commodore R.S. Vasan, the director of Chennai Center for China Studies and a former regional commander of the Coast Guard, says that it was the failure of India's policies in claiming Aksai Chin that led to Chinese laying claim over the region.
I wish we had kept this pressure on China at regular intervals of our claims for Aksai Chin. Because even today China has not given up its claim on what it identifies as Southern Tibet, which we call as Arunachal Pradesh, which you know is ours. The people in Arunachal Pradesh do not want to go anywhere near China. So it's a failure of our policies in the past and to a certain amount of leadership. I think we should acknowledge it now.
Around 30 years after the war, India and China entered into an agreement on September 7, 1993 to strictly respect and observe the line of actual control and maintain peace along the demarcation line. And until now, there has been no major conflict between the nations over claim for the region except a few violations at the line of actual control. In this scenario, Commodore Vasan says claims and counterclaims will continue, and it is the maturity of the leaders of both the nations to acknowledge the issue and resolve it.
In the past, China has looked at these issues as something that should not prevent other sorts of engagement in terms of trade, in terms of cultural relations, in terms of whatever else there is. Fine, that's one option, which is to say that we'll defer it for some time. We are not going to sort of take away our claim on this area which belongs to us. But let's find a way. Perhaps the solution lies in what was proposed decades ago by Zhou Enlai, which is to say that fine, you got physical control of this, you keep it, and we have physical control of another area which is perhaps equally strategically important to us, we will keep it. That may be the ultimate solution.
Considering the strategic importance of the region, it is on the shoulders of the leaders to reach an amicable settlement of the dispute.